and fiddlesticks, not that one either. Already played those songs. Last one was GTA Type Beat. This is Moonlit. Thank you, Ryan. Next one is not this one. This is Diala Broken Glass. Hi, Cedric. I'm good. Okay, which one is this? Okay, this is Bad Beat. At least what? Let me see this. At least one of us is getting their cardio in. Yeah. These songs are kind of mellowish, but oh, I picked these songs out last night. These are some that to the, there's 3 to 50 to 100. Okay, so a little Netflix.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I can take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in faith, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'm a big fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'm a big fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that I can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that I can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood. But then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that I can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I can feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please. You're all too loud, you don't speak quietly. Opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous. It's the world honestly burning, that's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds, we put the work in, we got some work, man. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie ups loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, you made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone. Just wanna break, no, I'm not gonna give in. Take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you. We died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous. Scared I would pop out fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had to give an art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard. I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of left. You never know what's hard. But I'm back to the mat. Gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad. I'm a piece of that. They can never be me. Nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. Through the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I ain't right pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You can flip the gray and got it like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go,
interesting.
Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can never doubt, know what I'm about, have your loud, it be raining out, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I cannot show you things that you couldn't write. Just tell me that I can. 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 Cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big boss, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up, Rick, I don't give up, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise. You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I cannot show you things that you couldn't write. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Okay, last one and we'll get to our stories. Well, thanks, Steve.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
Like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes. I take shots to the top, I'll get it. I got one life, I'ma do all to win it. I do what's right, pushing till I fall. I'm slipping to get back up, always stand tall, I'm grinning. I got cuts real deep and bruises hard. I had to learn how to think with my head, not heart. I'm being chewed up, spit out, torn apart. I'm picking up all the pieces as a form of art. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same.
kids are playing really pretty loudly, so I cannot open the window. This up here and oh, holy moly, canola. Oh, how is everybody? Oh my God, I'm tremoring so bad. My tremors are definitely a little bit worse, they seem, in front of people. I mean, I don't care. You know what I mean? And I'm not. Well, thanks, Steve. Thanks so much, you guys. Thanks for being here. Let me see all who's here. Turn this off. Now my nose is running again. Okay, that's so funny. So funny. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you so much. Absolutely love this woman. Don't stop. This is Bill Shaw. You go, girl. Nope, that's a Bill Bone. Sidekick, how are you? Popping in to say hi, T. Hi, Martin, if you're in here. This is Music, Movies, and Chill. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Ryan, trying to be clever. It was well played, LOL. Thank you. I have been told I have a way with words. You could bearing a Catwoman suit, says Bill Shaw. Yeah, that would be fun. You need a microphone with a stand. Maybe you could do karaoke and dance. I would love to, but you can get copyright. You have to be so careful. And I'm like, well, you know, and in what way, how careful? Like, you know, because I did karaoke over on Tattooed Angels over a year ago. And I love to sing and I love to do that kind of stuff. So now, when I find these YouTube or YouTube studio live songs, I just kind of sing along a little bit to them. But yeah, that would be so much fun. I looked it up. I Googled it. I went on terms of service. I would have to have the go-ahead with songs. Like, I mean, I could sing Jolene right here, but I'd probably get in trouble. I just love that song. My voice is kind of, I'm not sick, but it's kind of scratchy. I don't know if I could do it without even music. Jolene, 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 please don't take my man. See, it's my voice is so scratchy. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Oh, thanks. Yeah, the Avatar, of course, is a model, and there aren't many with a bob that short. They're all kind of down to here and the wavy bobs and whatnot, except for like some French models back in the 60s. And I don't know, like, I mean, I don't know, like I just, and luckily her face isn't up too close because, you know, obviously I'm not that young, but I liked it too. Thank you. And Steve is here. Thank you. Hello again, beautiful lady. Thank you so much. Um, I have beautiful muscle tone. Well, thanks. I mean, it's really not too bad. I'm fairly strong, especially for what I've been through. Um, and I'm sure you guys probably know. Steve may not know, but I had a stress-induced heart attack April 18th of 2025. And I had a damn stroke in 2020 in my thalamus. And I had no feeling of it coming along or anything. I just locked up my bicycle. I was at the eye appointment and couldn't feel the skin right here. And it's only because the jacket went across it and I noticed I couldn't feel it. What if I hadn't even noticed? Or what if I had had my stroke when I was in the different parts of the road, mostly the sidewalk I ride on, but different parts of the road on my way to the eye appointment. And honestly, like, I'm thankful for having it, that stroke, because it got me on the medicine that I really didn't want to take. I took red yeast rice, which works like a statin. Even my nurse said her husband takes it and it works really well for him. But if you have genetic issues in your family, like on my dad's side, you had 5-way bypass at 55. So I knew, I was at risk for heart things, but I didn't think I'd experience anything till my 70s or 80s. I mean, I'm, fairly fit, and I mean, I had no sign. I didn't feel tired that morning, nothing. Made sure I had a bowl of cereal before I went to my appointment. I felt rested. Yeah, so it just goes to show. So it got me on my statin and and then I had to go on blood pressure medicine. And since my heart attack thing, it's called a Takotsubo, now I'm on two blood pressure medicines. And I used to be on a water pill. I can't remember the name of it now. I think it was Jardiance. And they took me off that, which was kind of nice. And there's Late Night Skies. I think you've been in here before. I'm not a grandma, not yet. My daughter, she is 21, but she hasn't had children yet, so I'm not a grandma. Domuso, 95, go to sleep. No, it's only, what is it? I think it's only like 6 o'clock here. I'm 3 hours earlier. I'm in Washington State. It's 5:34. Very symmetrical, says Bill. About my muscle tone, thank you. Oh, gee, that man Rob. Bro, off her medication. No, I'm on it. Every day. Take my antidepressant for anxiety and, depression, which I didn't have or even knew I had until my son was 4. And I've been on Zoloft. He's 30. 26 years. Yeah. That's a long time. And then my baby aspirin and my 2 blood pressure medicines and my, which is Metropol and the Cinepril. And the statin is rosuvastatin. And I used to be on a different statin, but it made the tops of my leg muscles really, really sore. I mean, noticeably sore. So I told my doctor about it, and then he's like, yeah, that can cause that. So he put me on a different one. Imagine a guy doing this. Nah, ADHD is here. Please smash the like on the way in before you forget. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bill, try getting out. Oh, old school 304. She is expressing herself. I am encouraging that freedom of expression. You guys are funny. No fighting in here now. Great thing about America. You can always go somewhere else. Ken McCormick, hello, sexy. Thank you so much. Steve says, shake it, baby, stomp it out. I remember Anne Margaret doing a dance like for Elvis. Yeah. Is she still alive? I saw a whole bunch of models from the 80s and the 90s. I mean, we're talking high-paid Italian, Brazilian, French, gorgeous women. And some of them in their 60s and 50s look about the same, for real. You know, their eyes go down a little bit and whatnot, but but some have really, really changed, like dramatically, and I can't remember the names, but it was kind of neat. I saw this guy had a video, it came up in my feed, I don't even know why, and I saw the models from the 90s, and yeah. Daniel Berry Sports is here, hello, thank you. Yatu Sabes, hi, thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Harawa KPC. She's giving me thumbs up, clapping, and an A-OK sign. I think that's what that is. Well, thanks so much, you guys. That's very sweet. Yeah, I like to express myself a little bit, and I mean, I could come up here, and I've done it when I'm maybe a tad under the weather or not as rested or whatever. But it's nice to be able to sort of ease into the program. Now, this came up on my People True Crime magazine. I know I'm always saying that, but it did. And I didn't know. Okay, I mean, I thought maybe if you let a dog, accidentally or whatever, lick a wound or something, you might get a sore or whatever. No, you can get sepsis. And not only that, all these stories, they got sepsis. Not only that, it doesn't even have to be in a cut. So this first story I'm going to tell you about, if you haven't heard, is a man in Wisconsin, used to be a biker and stuff like that, and he had his own dog. I think it was a pit bull. He went to a birthday party, and there were all these dogs there. They came up and they were licking him and probably jumping on his legs and whatever, right? And he loves dogs, so he's petting them. He believes that one licked him, and he must have touched his mouth or his eye. He did something. He wasn't sick. He had no open cuts, wounds, not even a scratch. And he ended up having to have all 4 limbs cut off due to sepsis and gangrene. And so I decided, and his face turned black in different areas, and so of course that's him, can't remember his name right now, in the hospital bed on my thumbnail with, an amputee. But his story is he's not looking back, which I thought was really neat. I don't know how I could handle something like that, really. But he's not looking back, and he's happy to be alive, because apparently he almost died. So, yeah, sidekick, man. And you know what else? The name of it is Kappa something, the bacteria, and it's cats and dogs. And I told my son last night, he likes to every now and then, he says he's asleep and he can't feel it. Well, it looks like a hickey mark circled right here where Panda, our older kitty, who just loves my son to death, cat's like 11 years old now, will suck and suck and suck. And not only that, you can get ringworm from things like that, where you've got to put the cream on. I've never had ringworm, but I know a lady that has, so you can get that. But the fact that you can get sepsis throughout your whole body. So It has always bothered me. I've got to say, I'll be judgmental, I guess, about it. When I see parents just let these big ass dogs or even puppies lick these babies' faces all over, that is so disgusting. Before I even heard about this, you couldn't pay me money. No. Hi, Lola. My sidekick isn't mean to anybody. Let me see this. That's so silly, Lola. No, she isn't. No, she isn't. But I'm glad you're here. And they ate in the bushes. And, so yeah, you guys, I would literally stop letting, I mean, when I told my son about this story, he said, Mom, I don't even know if I should pet the cats. He's afraid now to get his hand close. But see, that's his OCD and his fears. I told him because I want this suckling in this same spot to flip and stop. And he, I brought it up to him before. Now I think he really will stop. But it's pretty serious. And then there's another story of a lady who had to have her hands amputated and her legs for a dog lick on a cut. A cut. And then there's another woman or man, I think it's a woman, in Ohio. So if you think this is one or two cases, no. This is many, and I'm going to Google at the end, I hope I don't forget, how many amputees are there from dog licks, and we'll see. I guarantee you it'll be more than, I bet you it's more than 20. Maybe it's 100. Who knows if it's all over the world. But this is serious. So this came up and I thought, just all these people that have dogs and even cats, but it's mostly from a dog. These really bad incidences. Finally cooling off a little bit. I got my little. I have to have white noise when I sleep, so I have this on. But I can turn it down one notch now. I hope you can hear me okay. So anyway, definitely don't let these animals lick on children or babies anymore. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm going to read this first article. It's the woman that came up in my People magazine, and I'm going to read this, show a little video. Okay, woman undergoes quadruple amputation, quadruple, after a lick from her dog leads to sepsis. It could happen to anybody. Here she is. I think she lives in Texas. I was attacked by a cat and it bit my hand. It swelled horribly. I'm extremely allergic to cats also. Wow. I know, when they get their nails stuck in your skin or something like the kittens have in the past, it's so weird. If you don't wash your hands right away or you forget or you don't think it's a big deal, it itches, right? It kind of itches. And then, and as you get older, your skin gets thinner. So you can't just rub on something and scratch too long, But this poor woman, she says it's very serious and not to be taken lightly. Her name's Manjit Sangha, after the medical emergency. Hi, Moonlight Flare. Are you, Are you Gypsy Soul Moonlight or no? Are you Moonlight Gypsy? Are you the one that used to be called that? You know, my short-term memory is not up to par, and I don't know if it's an age thing. I think it's everything from my stroke to my heart attack to my age to, God forbid, I'm getting any kind of dementia. Moonlight Stargazer. Yes, yes, Gazer. How are you? Thank you. Thanks for coming in. So, a woman underwent a quadruple amputation after developing sepsis, which doctors believe was the result of being licked by her dog. On a Sunday evening in July 2025, Manjeet Sangha, a 56-year-old from Birmingham, England, oh, this is in England, okay, had returned home from work and wasn't feeling well. Oh, that is the official formal warning. Reggie Long is here. What's going on? Okay, that is the official formal warning. Oh, what I said about the dogs? Well, this is why I'm going to show some video clips and I'm going to look up. I don't think this is just 10 people or 20 or anything. This has happened to many, and quite scary. So she, Manjit Sangha, 56 years old in England, had returned home from work and wasn't feeling well. The following day, her husband found her unconscious on the couch. Her lips were blue and her hands and feet were ice cold. Okay, the husband, 60 years old, Kam, immediately called an ambulance and Manjit was rushed to the hospital. Your mind is all over the place, husband Kam Sanja told BBC. You're thinking, how can this happen in less than 24 hours? 1 minute on a Saturday, she's playing with the dog. Sunday, she's gone to work. Monday night, she's in a coma. Wow. Okay, so she was admitted to the intensive care unit at New Cross Hospital and placed in a medically induced coma. While hospitalized, she went into cardiac arrest 6 times, and medical staff wasn't sure if she'd survive. She's so strong, Kam said. Every day was like she's going to go today, but she proved us wrong. Doctors determined the former pharmacy worker had sepsis. Unprofessional language. Which is that, Reggie? I don't think I've done anything wrong so far on this live. Hello to the 14 in the bushes. Okay. So the pharmacy worker had sepsis, which they said might have been caused by a lick from her dog on a small cut or scratch even. Oh my gosh, you guys, even on a scratch. Sepsis is a serious condition in which the body responds improperly to an infection, according to the Mayo Clinic. It can lead to septic shock, which is a dramatic drop in blood pressure that can damage the lungs, kidneys, liver, and other organs. When the damage is severe, it can lead to death. Okay, so the lady later suffered from disseminated intravascular coagulation, a rare and dangerous complication of sepsis that causes abnormal blood clotting throughout the body. Her chances of survival were slim, her family said in a GoFundMe post. We were told she had only days to live, and if she did survive, she might face multiple amputations. Ouch, says Reggie. Oh, you're just trying to be funny. You're funny. All right, so her condition worsened. Surgeons had to amputate both of her legs below the knee, as well as both of her hands, in order to save her life. She also had her spleen removed after developing pneumonia and gallstones. After 32 weeks in the hospital, her health improved significantly and she is now back home. 32 weeks. That's 8 months, correct? 8 times 4 is 32. Her loved ones have created a GoFundMe in hopes of raising enough money for advanced prosthetics, which could potentially include robotic hands, physical therapy, mental health support, and home adaptations to make her living space more accessible. Understandably, she is devastated. She is mourning the life she had before, where simple tasks like picking up a glass of water were effortless. Her family said, "We're committed to helping her rebuild her life." She's the strongest person I know. Every time I thought I'd lost her, she came back fighting. Now it's our turn to fight for her husband said. Although she knows there's a long road to recovery ahead, she's determined to get her life back. She said, "I want to get walking. I want to get my prosthetics to go back to work. I've sat down in my chair in my bed enough. It's time to walk now." She's also hoping that sharing her story will prevent others from going through a similar situation. It could happen to anybody, she warned. It's difficult to explain the experience. Losing your limbs and your hands in a short time period is a very big thing. It's very serious and not to be taken lightly. What's going on in chat? Oh, Reggie says, "Really? Do you really think I'm funny? I don't get that often." Just Becca's here. Hi, Tina. Hope you're well. Thank you. Hi, Just Becca. I hope you're doing well. Also, how nice. So nice of you all to drop in. Will you guys hit the like for me and subscribe and help me get to my goal of 5,000? I'm inching up there slowly but surely. And I do have a Cash App and a PayPal too. On StreamYard, I used to just stream it on there. But I can't, for the life of me, pin anything on this YouTube Live. I've looked at videos. I've tried to figure it out. I've typed in iPad. I've done it all. And, oh, Sherry and I are on the phone and saw you were live, so I wanted to say hello. You look amazing. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow. Tell Sherry I said hello. I do have her in Messenger, but, you know, tell her I said hi. Thank you. Thanks for saying hi. That's really sweet of you. So, why am I turning it off when I'm trying to get to history? Makes no sense. All right, so there's a little video. It's the India Today news, and
story, and this one is for all.
Okay, so, you know, she has an accent, but that's okay. Oh, fiddlesticks. There.
Pet owners or who live around pets. Not an alarmist one, but one that is specifically of concern. Now, most of us have a version of the scene living in our own lives. You're at home, there is a small cut that appears on your leg. Your dog very nicely pads over and gives you an affectionate lick. You think nothing really of it. You thank the dog really for being so concerned. And
What the heck happened? Oh, it instantly went to commercial? Oofta.
affectionate towards you. But for 56-year-old Manjeet Sangha in Birmingham, that ordinary moment turned into a medical emergency that would change her life forever. Sangha fell critically ill after her dog licked a small wound on her leg. What followed was not gradual discomfort, but a rapid and terrifying collapse. Within days, she was unable to speak. She was rushed to the hospital. Doctors diagnosed her with sepsis, a life-threatening condition in which the body's response to infection spirals out of control. Sepsis, remember, is not just an infection, it is a body attacking itself in response to infection, and also inflammation spreads. Blood pressure can drop, organs begin to fail. In Sangha's case, the infection was so aggressive that doctors had to ampute both her hands and both legs below the knees to save her life. She also suffered 6 cardiac arrests during her battle in hospital. She survived, of course, but at an unimaginable cost. Well, out of this story, I was wondering to myself, how does something as simple as a dog's lick, that to a pet dog who's fully vaccinated, lead to something like this? The report actually examines the dog's saliva and talks about the different bacteria which is there. Now, most of the time, these bacteria are harmless to humans. But when they enter the bloodstream through any broken skin, even a tiny cut, they can cause infection. In rare cases, that infection can escalate into sepsis. And I'm saying this word again, in very, very rare cases, this happens. This is not a reason to fear pets. Millions of people live safely with dogs. But it is a reason to
High
understand
fever,
how
low
quickly
temperature,
infections
red or
can escalate and
discolored
how seriously we
rash
must treat even minor wounds.
is a
The
sign
bigger
of
story here is not about the dog. It's about awareness. Sepsis often, brings with it symptoms that look ordinary. Fever, chills, rapid heartbeat, confusion, weakness. These signs can be mistaken for just a flu or exhaustion. But if you've had a minor cut or anything untoward that has happened, you've had a fall or anything of that matter, and these signs come, you have to go
low
and
blood
seek
pressure,
critical care,
confusion,
seek emergency care from your doctor.
fast
Because
breathing,
remember,
fast heart rate.
sepsis can progress in hours. Early treatment is critical, absolutely important. What we can learn from Sangha's experience is this. First, never ignore a wound. Clean it properly, cover it. Watch for redness, swelling, fever, or any sudden weakness that comes around that wound. Second, seek medical help early if something feels wrong. Sepsis, remember, is treatable, especially when caught in time, if only caught in time. And finally, understand that health can turn on small details. It can start with a tiny cut, a delayed doctor visit, a symptom dismissed as minor. And while Sangha's story is, quite dramatic, the lesson is pretty practical. Infections do not always announce themselves loudly. Sometimes they begin in the most ordinary moments of everyday life. So awareness, not fear, is the takeaway from the story, because sometimes the difference between recovery and catastrophe is simply how quickly we recognize these simple signs.
Okay, very true. We don't have, I don't, we're not being like an alarmist here, just spreading awareness because
But let's stick on with the theme of medicine and health for some time.
Okay, so now I'm going to read this story. Man who lost his limbs after dog lick caused infection speaks out, I'm not looking back. Okay. That's him. Wisconsin man. His nose is all black. I'm going to read this article and then show a video. Greg Manteuffel is keeping a positive attitude despite nearly losing his life when he contracted a rare blood infection from a dog lick in June, which led to the amputation of parts of his limbs just days later. Since coming down with flu-like symptoms, Manteuffel, a painter from West Bend, Wisconsin, has undergone 7 surgeries, and there are more on the horizon. It felt like a fever, and when I tried to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, my feet were just out of it. Manteuffel, 48, tells People of June 26. I had no power to get myself to the bathroom. As Manteufel's family rushed him to a local hospital, his face began to turn black and blue. Doctors at the hospital evaluated Manteuffel and transferred him to Froedtert Hospital in Milwaukee, where he was treated for a blood infection caused by, this is the name of the bacteria, Capnocytophagia. CAPNOCYTOPHAGA. Capnocytophaga, a bacteria found in the mouths of many dogs and cats, according to the Centers for Disease Control. While the bacteria doesn't make animals ill, if it's spread to humans through saliva, which is extremely rare, the CDC notes, it can cause fevers, diarrhea, headaches, and vomiting. According to the National Center for Biotechnology Information, the infection can also lead to severe sepsis and fatal septic shock and gangrene of the digits or extremities. This is a picture of him before he got sick, with his bike and everything. Sorry, my tremors aren't doing very well. 2 days before his fever struck, Manteuffel says he was at a birthday party where he came into contact with numerous dogs who were brought by guests. He thinks it was likely there that he was infected. I touched all the dogs that were there. I pet them all. I love dogs, he says. What might have happened was I touched one of the dogs or they licked my hand, and then I rubbed my eye or my mouth or something because I didn't have any scratches or bites on me, open sores or nothing like that. Manteuffel, who owns a female pit bull, says he never had a health issue stem from petting a dog before. I've been around dogs my whole life, having them lick at me in my face and hands and everywhere, he explains. The doctors told me I could have probably hit the lottery 5 times that day before I should have got what I got that day from a dog. Okay, well, I don't agree with that because there's so many stories of amputees from this kind of thing. But anyway. The CDC reports that about 3 in every 10 people who become infected with capnocytophaga die. Wow. Every 3 out of 10 people die from this. And death can occur in as little as 24 to 72 hours after symptoms start. As Manteufel's situation grew critical, he recalls telling doctors at the hospital, "Do whatever you have to do to keep me alive." Okay, and this is him with his female pit bull before he got sick. But because his body had decreased circulation to his limbs in response to the infection, doctors had to amputate Mantefel's legs. 2 weeks later, they removed his forearms as well. Wow. His wife, Dawn, has been a constant presence at the hospital as he recovers and will continue to be as he prepares for at least 3 more surgeries expected in the coming days. After his hospitalization, a GoFundMe was set up to help the family with medical costs. He hopes to be fitted for leg and hand prosthetics once he leaves the hospital. He says he and the family will have to sell their 2-story home to look for a place that will be more suitable to his needs going forward. Wow. Despite how quickly his life changed forever, he is in good spirits. He says, Mr. Mantefel says, I'm good to go. My mind is right. I'm not looking back 1 minute, he says. It sucks, but what are you going to do, you know? My mind's been 100% positive through all of this. Looking back is going to get you nowhere. Isn't that just something, you guys? Okay, so here's a little video. Goodness gracious. Okay, we got to get through this commercial.
If somebody was telling me this story and I wasn't living it, I probably wouldn't believe it. But since I am living it, I'm just amazed that this can happen. Among pet owners, I can tell you that it will be more likely for a pet owner to die in a motor vehicle accident than to acquire this type of infection. That is how infrequent this infection is. Greg said he didn't come this far to lay down and let this beat him. You know, he's alive and he just wants to move forward. And we think he's incredible.
Yeah, I look at my hands and pretty much think my hands are his hands now.
Oh, that's his son.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes.
I just know that he's been expressing that he doesn't want people to be afraid of dogs. He doesn't want people to worry about this type of thing because he knows that it's a type of fluke or whatever you want to call it, because he said he loves his dog.
Wait, is that it? Or is this going to go on and talk about more of it? What the heck is this? Ay, ay, ay. I'll get in trouble for showing certain,
9-year-old Moses lives from.
Okay, so that was it. That was just a quick little video. I thought it'd be a little longer than that, but, you know. Let me make sure. Turn this down really quick. So, it was only 1 minute and 18 seconds, so I thought maybe something happened to my iPad, but it didn't. So, let me show my next thing. All right, that's done. All right, this one, a year later, man who lost limbs after dog lick, walking again with prosthetics. I am not even sure, because I haven't seen this one yet, if this is the man from Wisconsin that I just showed, or if this is a different man, but we'll find out right now.
Local man loses all of his limbs after contracting a rare infection, all from a dog lick. This is a story that we brought you first last summer. And tonight, Fox 6's Casey Cronus sits down with that man who continues to share how he overcomes obstacles each and every day.
For some reason, I survived.
In West Bend,
We just take it day by day and take it as best as we can.
It is
every
this
day
guy.
that goes by is one Greg Manteifel is grateful for. Last June, Greg thought he was coming down with the flu. Blood tests revealed something far more serious.
They said when I got to the hospital, my blood platelet count was so low. They said you only had 3 hours to live.
An infection caused by capnocytophaga, a bacteria commonly found in the saliva of cats and dogs, was taking over, forcing doctors to amputate all of his limbs.
These are kind of tricky to get on.
Now, more than 1 year and 27 surgeries later, the man who vowed to walk again
This one's the right one.
is seeing his promise through.
He'll tell me we have to move forward.
Greg's wife, Dawn, says her husband's positive outlook is keeping them strong, even making strides to help others, like participating in a Harvard Medical School study about his case.
He's determined.
With each day, Greg looks forward to the next step, including a more advanced set of prosthetic arms and legs.
They have a knee and an ankle joint, and then I'll have a foot while I'll be able to put a pair of shoes back on.
Making the most of an unexpected journey, with his dog Ellie by his side, and taking each day as a blessing.
A lot of people don't even make it, but I happen to make it, and so now I'm trying to make the best of the situation.
A GoFundMe page started for Greg last year has already raised close to $150,000. For more information, visit our website, fox6now.com. Casey Cronus, Fox 6 News.
Oh my gosh, you guys. That was about him. So that was interesting, I thought. That's the first time I've seen these videos. I just pulled them up because of the names.
Touching tribute. A local man.
Oh gosh. Okay, you guys, here's another one. Ohio woman on the road to recovery after infection caused by dog lick.
They never really had a song, despite falling in love at first sight.
Pretty much. He came over for a haircut.
I knew that it was going to be the one I wanted.
For For 32 years, Marie and Matt Trainer raised a family, enjoyed life and each other.
Okay, let me start it from the beginning.
They never really had a song, despite falling in love at first sight.
Pretty much. He came over for a haircut.
I knew that it was going to be the one I wanted.
For 32 years, Marie and Matt Trainer raised a family, enjoyed life and each other. Until last summer, when everything changed.
Of course, at first I said, why did you let me live? You know, how can I go through life like this?
They just returned home from vacation when Marie fell ill.
We just thought it was the flu, so I treated it like the flu. And then when she, yelled for me at like about 2 or 3 in the morning, her temperature had dropped down to 92 degrees. She was wrenching in pain.
So we were getting new symptoms and worsening symptoms very rapidly.
That said daughter.
Marie's body was shutting down, says stepdaughter Gina Premier, who's also a nurse practitioner at Altman Hospital.
We knew this was sepsis. We knew she had an infection. We didn't exactly know what it was, but we knew it was an infection of some sort.
Did you ever see anything like that
No,
before?
never. It was just rapidly progressing where her hands and feet were, turning black.
Altman's infectious disease team confirmed the surprisingly rare diagnosis, capnocytophaga canomorsus, transmitted through dog saliva.
They meet
Ah,
with it kind of 100 times and not had an issue, right? And then all of a sudden, they get this organism, and it can be transmitted through a bite or sometimes just contact with saliva. It causes blood clots to form. It doesn't allow blood flow, so it causes what we would call necrosis or gangrene.
She literally went right into the OR.
Orthopedic surgeon Dr. A.J. Seth was stunned.
By the 7th hour, I've probably taken out over 40, 50 clots.
Oh my God.
Her legs already amputated, but Dr. Seth was determined to save her arms.
Because if she had both arms, amputated above the elbow, you can't walk because there's no stability.
And no easy way to tell her when she woke from the coma.
It was rough. And I don't know how else to really say it. I just cried and told her.
It's hard. It's real hard.
Facing an uncertain future as a hairstylist with staggering medical bills. But then, as Marie was finally leaving the hospital, they got a surprising source of inspiration, and the couple finally got their song.
First time out of the hospital in 87 days.
Oh shit. What happened?
This is truly a love story.
Oh, for God's
Because
sakes.
it's not just two people saying what everybody wants to hear.
Okay. I had to mute. I had to mute to not get a copyright from that Luke guy's song. And I did. I haven't watched the video, but it's on the cover. Mary Jane Doe of, ICMEL's, excuse me. Oh, this Pepsi's giving me like hiccup belch things or something. Yeah, and that actually is really disrespectful. It almost seems like, okay, well, first of all, even if he has a camera, right, and all that, a setup, Oh, you saw it? Yeah. Okay. Even if he has a setup to like what, be a YouTuber or film or something, it was obvious to me that because the world's eyes, right, are on her house and on this case and this and that, that they're exploiting it fully. I mean, they just are. And obviously they want everyone to look at both of them. It's very, very disrespectful. It and it even takes like the, I mean, it shouldn't, but it could a little bit take the focus off of what's really going on. That older woman is missing. Yes, it has become a circus, and it's really sad. Wow. Are they going to be there like every day? I haven't seen his show. Are they just, is anybody walking up and saying, where are you guys from, or anything, I wonder? I don't know. So I think that's the last amputee thing that uh, did you guys tell me, did you hear much of that Luke Bryant, I think that's the name, song on my live? I'm pretty sure JLR and Brian Enton said they were staying for a while. Did you guys hear very much of that Luke Bryant song on my last video? I mean, I'm gonna listen back, but I tried to, within like 2 seconds, I muted, and I kept it muted while the song was playing. Yes, it went black and white. It played that song. Okay, but I only like 2 seconds, right? Because I muted. I muted, so I thought it didn't really play that song. I'll have to check it out. So yeah. So, you know, I don't need to show any more grizzly, or not grizzly, but yes, then you popped back on, but it did disconnect you for a short moment. That was the very ending of the song, I think, that got on there, but fiddlesticks. I'll tell you, they're really, when you're monetized, they really, even if it's not like a person, but it's AI, I hear it's AI going through, they don't mess around. So yeah, so I just want to type in on the topic of this program, because I'm going to type in how, because I'm curious, how many amputations around the world, due to dog licks. Well, okay, it says okay, case reports. As of 2018, only, it says, around 500 cases of capnocytophaga I'm not saying it right after the way I heard them say it, but infections were reported in medical literature globally, a number that includes cases from both bites and licks. Amputation frequency, a 2022 review of 207 cases found only 22 instances where the infection resulted in irreversible limb or digit ischemia, requiring amputation. So it says high profile cases do occur, such as the Wisconsin man in 2018 and a UK woman in 2026. And I covered both of them, who both required quadruple amputations due to sepsis following a dog lick. Capnocytophaga is common in the mouths of 74% of dogs. This is under risk factors. The risk is highest for individuals with weakened immune systems, those without a spleen, or those with underlying conditions like cancer or alcoholism. The infection can progress rapidly, sometimes causing severe illness within 24 hours. Goodness gracious. Okay, enough of that. I just wouldn't, at least don't let these animals lick babies and little children's faces anymore. It's just so awful. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out, Mary Jane Doe. Were they in the thing a long time? Oh, let me go back to. Okay, you're out of here, says Reggie. Caught alive, Moonlight Stargazer was old name. Doing good. How are you? Okay, that is the official formal warning. I think I'm funny. I don't get that. Okay. Would you consider a romantic relationship if someone sparked your interest? I'm not saying I would spark your fancy, but just curious. Thank you for your consideration, says Reggie Long. I'm a little bit speechless because I don't know if who I could ever trust out there when I, having my program and everything. Like, people come across so nice and sweet, and then they could be like weird. So I mean, I don't know. Don't know how to answer that, but thank you for the compliment or whatever. He also says that was offensive. They had her petting a dog. Stuffer animal. I swear some people have a morbid sense of humor. Oh, that was in her hospital bed there. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Hey, Ann P is here. Hi, Megan. What are we learning? Don't be letting dogs and cats in, even if you don't have a cut. The guy in Wisconsin let a dog lick him or something, and the doctors confirmed it too. He had no open sores. He must have touched some kind of his eye, his mouth, or something, and he got blood poisoning. He got the sepsis really easy, had to have his limbs amputated. And it's just a good idea to be extra careful. So good to see you, Anne. You just liked my video. Thank you, Reggie. But what is it? The dog had something. Yeah, the what was it? Capitophaga or something? I don't know. I can't remember now. Yeah, you know what happened? Yatu Sabes. I accidentally turned the camera around. Um, but then you'd think that it would show white, not be black. So now I don't know what I hit, but when I hit the thing to have the camera turn around, it came on then. So oh, okay. If my wife has been working later than normal hours and sometimes doesn't come home, but says she slept in a car at work and she showers at work, should I be worried? Um, yeah. I mean, because this is the thing, Reggie. I mean, I'm not saying she's cheating on you, but I've seen so many of those programs on cheaters, coming out of Texas that people that didn't even really think for sure, that were a little bit in denial, they were cheating. Linny, Marie is my sister, Ohio. Welcome, Linny. Keep in mind she's only done this 3 times in a 30-day period. Well, I don't know, Reggie. Why the kids need it most, say they grow strong. Why the kids need it most, say they grow strong immunity. Oh, they say they've got the strong immunity, kids. Yeah, no, I disagree with that, especially when it comes to this. And now with all this flu stuff, it just came up again, you guys. A person about 20 years old died from this flu. This flu is, what is it called? H3N. Oh, now I can't remember. A really weird name. Okay, yeah, there was a guy standing right behind her mailbox, taking photos of the woman standing in the road barely dressed. You mean that's why he was there? Taking pictures of her? Are you serious? That's just so weird. So they're not even YouTubers. They're trying to. I mean, how can that even be allowed? That's so disrespectful because apparently the family just got back the house. What, they're going to stand and make photos of it? And they were in all black. So what are they, that kind of obscure, darkish people or something? Oh my gosh. Okay, oh, Reggie has a wife. Had a wife, says Reggie. Sounds like I got a new wife now, says Reggie. Good to see you as well. Thank you, Anne. Oh, I don't know. It was just some random people in front of Nancy Guthrie's house. Reggie, H3NV. Yeah. Oh, it's called, that's what it is. H3NV subclave K. I remember the word subclave K. And I mean, it just wiped me out a year ago, the other strain. I was sick for 2 weeks and then just so weak and run down the 3rd week. And even like my daughter, who's 21, she was sick for 2 weeks. The odd thing is, Parker, who's 30, he was sick for about 10 days because I was keeping track of everything. People are passing away from the flu now. Yeah, the flu is terrifying, Reggie. It's, I mean, I told the office when the guys come, and I guess it's only going to take a couple hours for them to put in new carpet. The flu has been taking people out forever. they have to wear masks. And if they come to the door and forget, I'm providing them with masks. I'm not going to have them breathing all heavy while they're ripping out old carpet and putting in new and getting all these germs in my apartment. I'm just not having it. And for 5 years now, we wear a mask. We just do everywhere we go, which is really only to the store or doctor's appointments or something. Like even the dentist, they look at my son's teeth or my daughter, and as soon as they're done, they put those masks back on. And half the time, I don't even have to remind them. So that's really nice. Yes, I have that. I've got that Lysol stuff that's supposed to combat even the COVID. And I just spray it. So when we had our inspection thing last week, I went around and I sprayed the doorknobs and even the handle where they look under the sinks to make sure the tags were on there. I just sprayed away and let it air dry. But yeah, I'm gonna do that again. But and I've said this before, and it might sound a little crazy. I don't think it is. We wear these little white surgical gloves, and they're like yellow and brown and black and just dirty when I get out of the store because you're touching, right? So many things. And my nose is always kind of itching and running, it seems like, and I don't. But I'm always washing my hands, before I prepare food, when I'm done, after feeding the cats, after the litter box. I mean, it's just, I wash my hands at least 15 times a day, every day. But I still wear gloves to the store. I just, and yeah. Well, I guess I'll have to check that out. Curious how long were there doing their photo shoot. Maybe that's better than them maybe coming back the next day. I got a notification. And being like a YouTuber type thing with her booty shorts on and distracting, and do you know what I mean? Like, hope, I guess, in other words, maybe this is the only day they'll be there doing some photos. But that is very disrespectful, because if you want the beautiful Arizona sky and the mountains and stuff with her in it or in the background, do that. You don't put the Guthrie's house there, which is more than likely, I'm just going to say it, a possible murder scene. I mean, she really might not have done very well in there. She could. I've been thinking this for a while. That she might have. I don't think that was her hanging out of the truck. For one, even if she's really scared, I don't think. Well, I could be wrong, but 84 years old, kind of sickly, I don't think you're going to hear that loud of a muffled scream. And the thing is, if she could scream, she would have screamed coming out and people would have heard her. So more than likely, they put tape or something over her mouth. And so I don't think, yeah. So, it's probably someone else that was being taken somewhere, grabbed off the street or something. Because if she could have screamed, she would have screamed coming out of the house. That's my belief. Not 2 miles away in some vehicle. And also, you guys, I think I'm right about this. Didn't they say it was a blue vehicle? And the one going by at 2 in the morning that's now all over the news, A couple miles away is like a white vehicle. So they're not even the it's not even the right color. Yeah, Lenny, Marie is my sister, quadruple amputee, Ohio. Wow. Poor lady, people are sick, not just with the flu, but with BS in the mind. Yeah. Yeah. So, and I came up in my email, and that guy, I'm even gonna be more careful. I was saying that Luke guy, oh, it's gotta be him, it's gotta be him. What if it isn't? I shouldn't be sitting up here um, saying that, because what if it isn't? And people, he is his or Tommaso's bandmate. He couldn't even leave the house. They were all in hiding for a while. Couldn't even go pick up his kids at school. Came in on my email, like downright people around his house. They know where he lives. They're threatening his life. So, speculation is one thing and trying to get answers, but I don't believe. Oh gosh, I only let one person kidnap me on the weekends. Good Lord. Um, yeah, so I know you're joking around, but I'm not sure what you even really mean by that, but that is funny. Um, Unless your wife just comes home on weekends, or you're talking about my program because it is Friday, and so I don't know, but it doesn't feel like Friday. But the thing is, oh, and check out my community post. It's really kind of funny with that Maxine complainer older lady cartoon thing. This one's pretty funny. It's LOL, she got me good. Did I get it? Did I kind of get it? I hope so. I don't catch everything immediately. But if it's to the detriment of what with the wife jab, thanks Megan. Well, no, you were saying well, no, it's just 3 times. 3 times she stayed out late or sleeping in her car or something. I don't know. Um Maybe you should find out where she is and surprise her. Surprise her with like a coffee or something. Otherwise, she'll think you're like stalking her or something. You know what I mean? LMAO and again. Everything I'm saying is getting twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm on a roll tonight. Oh, good grief. Okay, so yeah, I mean, we have to be careful, right? To if it's to the detriment of others out there trying to survive. I mean, and I'm guilty. I'm guilty of it. I was like, "Oh, it's that Luke character." Well, I don't know. Okay, so I need to get off my soapbox about that. I've said it more than once. Just because I really think his eyes look like that, his mustache goes down. I mean, what do I know? Like, I really don't know. So I think it's important. And the fact that Nano said that bandmate, what is his name? Dominic, someone of Tommaso, should literally get a lawyer and like, what did he say? He didn't say sue, but he said, get him, get 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 some people for slander, or I guess it's the same thing, slander, sue, um, because he's tired of it. And again, I found out on one news channel that they're switching it from the Pima sheriff's situation to another Arizona investigation because it's supposed to be, the guy said, I saw it last night, it's for long term. It'll be easier for long term. So I don't think they're scaling back. Like so many people are kind of saying, oh, it's getting close to going cold and they're scaling back. I don't think so. I mean, it does make me wonder, doesn't it, you guys? Make you wonder what all these tips are that are coming in. I mean, I know not all of them are going to pan out to be anything, but we're talking thousands and thousands and thousands. Why aren't they focusing more, you guys, on that zip up sweater thing? I mean, they've talked quite a bit about, right, the backpack, right? It's a cheap backpack from Walmart, and they mentioned the shoes once, but I'd say it was 2 weeks ago, and there's a name. There's a name for that sweater, A something, I think. And I mean, lots of people buy backpacks, but not lots, and not just as many buy like a zip up sweater coat thing like that guy had on, that exact brand with the line here and the zipper and the. So why aren't they? They probably are focusing on that. Who knows? But I can't believe I've been on here an hour and 15 minutes. It feels like longer. But thanks everybody so very much for coming in. And yeah, I wasn't trying to take any jabs, Reggie. I really, really wasn't. But yeah, so I'll say it again. Did I say it earlier? I can't pin. So I'll just say it. My Cash App and PayPal. My Cash App is Paper Cut Tina with a capital P, and Tina is a capital T. And it's all one word, I believe. And my Cash App is at capital D for Dakota, because I am from South Dakota. Don't forget it. I am not a Washingtonian. I mean, I have lived here since 1991, but I'm a Midwestern girl at heart. I still have, I have a hard time wearing all the dang layers that you're supposed to wear in this state. Constant layers in case it rains. You know what, you're supposed to wear like a t-shirt and then a flannel, you know, or no, a tank top and then a t-shirt and then a flannel and then like a rain slicker or something in case it rains. And there's so much layering going on. And my ex told me about that. And I was like, what? You know, and so I'm trying to get used to that after 30 some years. I'm trying to get used to the fact that we were supposed to get snow this past week and we didn't. Hi, Michael Canture. How are you? But we don't want to send you money. Well, that's okay. You don't have to. It's if you like my content or you got something out of the talk that I did, or you like my little jig, or you like my kind of high whiny voice. I don't try to make it high. It just is what it is. But yeah, you know, you can tip your hostess if you'd like to. And I'm burnt out on Pepsi. I'm actually gonna get some Cokes. I got these and I got some cherry Pepsis. Yeah, you can be a member. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Okay, I have 9 members. So somebody signed up to be a member yesterday, and that was really neat because I had 8. And at one time I had 55, but that's because Turtle Talk and AK-47 came in and bought all those memberships. And I don't, just because you're given a free membership doesn't mean you want to keep paying each month, right? The amount. And mine, frankly, is a little steep. And I've said this now, what is this, number 6? Oh, that's okay. Michael Cantori's been in here before. Oh, I see what you're. No, this is a bob. Look, this is my real hair. Not that I like have to show anyone, but I know it could pass kind of for a wig. I know that. But yeah. And but anyway, yeah, so I lost my train of thought. You got them crack shakes. Oh, this nocturnal gamer is definitely a woman. Because men aren't mean to me like this. They're not. And it's women. It's been like that for 2.5 years. No, I have essential familial tremors, EFT, which many people as they get older can get, but but uh they started in 1989, and I thought, like, from all my partying and stuff, drinking, I've never shot up drugs, I've never taken hard drugs, I've never done a hallucinogenic. Well, I did a little part of a mushroom once, um, you know, before Disneyland, and that was intense, but I was 20, so it was eons ago. I stopped smoking Mary Jane, right? I stopped smoking that stuff when I was 24 because of a bad experience. Because I had a boyfriend, Eric. I don't know if he's dead or alive. I won't say his last name, but boy, what a pothead. Holy crap. He was stoned 24/7. He came over for dinner, met my mom. He was stoned out of his gourd. I mean, I was just like, but I kind of smoked to, I don't know, fit in. I felt it was definitely peer pressure, but I never really liked it that much. It made me feel um, tired, sluggish, and just whatever. And now apparently the stuff out there is really strong. Did I hear it was 30%? And at one point it was 11. Well, in the 80s it was 8%, or no, 3%. Or what was it? 3? I think it was 3%. I mean, we're talking, I don't think I could even handle what's out there right now. Yeah. So, yeah, people think they're gonna rile me up, and it just, I mean, I've been through so much. It's actually made me stronger, right? The whole Ernie Shell and the Tiger things, the whole this past year, the PJ and Dolly Vision thing, the Team Rose thing. What was that? 2 years ago, uh, and and then all the other little stuff, all the different turtles coming from Dolly Vision and attacking me over here and demanding answers and this and that. And like, honestly, you guys, like, I mean, I really don't. I don't care if I see it, read it, anything, because it absolutely doesn't faze me. What a coincidence. So I asked my neurologist, what are essential tremors from? What causes them? You know what he said? Stress. That'll give you an idea. Hi, you Sabes. Or, I mean, Yatu Sabes. That'll give you an idea. Read the line above that. Okay. That'll give you an idea of how much stress I've been through in my lifetime. The one, duh, the video you played with the Luke Bryant song, that was my sister Marie. Oh, Lenny is trying to, not trying, but is saying that's literally her sister? That's your sister? Wow, Lenny. Wow. Regardless if you can handle it, says Nocturnal Gamer. Real men speak the truth. Oh, are you on a midlife crisis? Do you not get attention in the real world? You come to YouTube to look and act like an idiot. No, I come to YouTube because I want to be different. And when I saw Truthfully Trisha 2 years ago, I thought, but then again, I wasn't even going to have a channel at all. Team Rose told me I should. And for a whole year, I fought it. And Truthfully Trisha is true to herself. And even if she acted really intense many times, I saw her last one where she said, what was it? I can't remember now, Mary Jane Doe. It's over, maybe? She's really doing great. Like, she's sticking to her guns so well. That's just an expression, but but she was always different, and she wasn't afraid to say her age or talk about her weight or what she liked to eat or being silly or she would wear a negligee and it was long, but still moving and gyrating and dancing on her bed. I just try to move to the music, my hands and my arms and things to the beat, because it's really all I know to do. Plus, this room is fairly small. I have just enough room to, you know, but I'm divorced and I'm not with Darren anymore, and we got back together after those 3 years apart. We were together 8 years. We were apart for 3. He came back into my life. I I welcomed him with open arms. And oh, did she? Yeah. Well, and there were times when she was pretty wasted or high, maybe even on was it pills? She made it sound like had a pill problem for a while. I thought it was mostly drinking, but I'm not sure, and I don't want to misspeak on her, but you know, so yeah, so I'm able to just. I mean, honestly, I say this pretty often, but it's really the truth. 99%, not 80, not 85, not even 90, 99%, not even 98. I mean, it used to be 98, but a very high or very low percentage is the trolling and the mean comments and that kind of thing. Usually when that kind of thing happens, it comes in more than one person, like a mob mentality, and I've done videos on that. But I mean, it can get rough. I can see why people unalive themselves. I can see it, but what doesn't kill you really can make you stronger. and yeah. So I'm really glad you're all here. It was an important topic. I had a little bit of a stomach ache before I had lunch. Maybe I was just hungry, and I wasn't going to go live today. Like, I just wasn't. But I ate, and then I had some energy, and I felt better. So thanks for hanging out with me for this hour and a half. And hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow with another kind of interesting topic, because I'm literally off the cuff, impromptu, don't even have a specific time of when I'm going to go live. But I do know now that it's before dinner time, my time in Washington State. And then I can have dinner and spend time with my kids and do what I need to do and look up things for my next program for the next day. Whereas when I first had a channel, it was late. It was like 11 my time, and they could be 3, 4, 5 hours long on StreamYard, and I'm just not really into that StreamYard stuff anymore. And I've had weird experiences with that. I mean, to the people that are just getting to know me, I had, somebody play a tape of a man on my live that unalived himself 4 years prior. I didn't even know what I saw. To me, it looked like a bloody chicken head. Trigger warning. I'm just going to say it. And it took 20 minutes for the chat to kind of tell me what I just saw. And then I just started semi freaking out and bawling, because the guy that came up and played it, he looked like he was 21, 22. Glasses, and sitting in front of a computer. And I was wondering why he wasn't talking when I said hello. So that was very disturbing and very upsetting. And then I've had, some porn situations happening, which that doesn't bother me that much, because it was mostly in the backstage. So the person wasn't trying to take down my channel. So I was actually like, gee, it's nice of you not to have me maybe lose my channel or lose my program. Backstage, I can handle that. So, but StreamYard just isn't my cup of tea anymore. Maybe someday. But thanks, you guys, for coming. And please hit the like. Please subscribe if you're willing to. And if you want to be a member, it starts out as a cat, and then you're a guinea pig, and I have different badges. And yeah, I've got 9 members now. So, and I know that's not a lot, but I'm really thankful for that. Thanks, Yatu Sabes. Thanks. You have a good night too. But yeah, I have like my regulars and their little members, and that really helps me. I'm halfway to my, my neck is sore, to my threshold of having $100. I've 50. I'm up to 50. So if I can get in a membership or a super chat, or yeah, it can't be PayPal or Cash App even. It's got to be something to do with the channel. I'm halfway there, so I can get paid something next month in March. So, I've got 3 weeks. The first, they give you your money or whatever, like on the 20th or 21st of each month. So I'm getting there, and I'm thankful. And also with being monetized, people see the ads or whatever. You can just skip them, of course. That's what I do. And that adds up, thankfully. So I love you guys. This is Megan's Shenanigans. Thanks for hanging out with me and chit-chatting and making me laugh. And you're my family now, because, my sister died this past January. My mom died a year ago. My dad died 5 years ago. All my cousins and stuff are in the Midwest. I barely know them, including aunts and uncles. And it's me and my kids and my kitty cats. So, yeah. All right. Bye for now. Let me hit this. Okay. And do not let dogs or cats lick babies. Crying out loud. They're just babies, little children, at least. All right.